高中核心字汇
Core vocabulary.
Unit 1. Unite.
使联合、团结。
Our goal is to unite the labor unions to oppose the new policy. We should unite or we'll be defeated by the enemy.
Unity.
一致、团结。
The plot of the drama lacks unity. The political party lost the election due to lack of unity.
Union.
工会、联合。
The union decided to go on strike due to the low wages. This car is a perfect union of beauty and technology.
Remain.
继续存在、人事。
No one remained in the hall soon after the concert was over. Though divorced, Anna and David still remain friends. The problem still remains unsolved. It remains to be seen which team will win.
Remains.
遗迹。
The remains are the most famous tourist attraction in the country.
Probable.
很可能的。
It seems probable that this accident is the result of the driver's carelessness.
Probability.
可能性。
The probability is that the match will be postponed.
Situation.
处境、情势。
This company's financial situation is getting more and more difficult.
Determine.
决定、确定。
Lily determined to leave for the hospital at once. The police were finally able to determine the cause of the accident.
Determined.
有决心的。
I'm determined to quit gambling.
Rate.
比率、评比为。
The rate of unemployment has been rising in recent years. This resort is rated as the most beautiful place in the country. At any rate, their performance did not live up to our expectations.
Political.
政治的。
The writer fled abroad seeking political asylum.
Politics.
政治。
Most youngsters are not interested in politics.
Politician.
政客。
I'd rather trust a hungry wolf than a politician.
Process.
过程、处理。
I'm afraid getting things changed will be a slow process.
We're still in the process of conducting a market survey.
It will take about 3 weeks to process your application.
Majority.
大部分。
The majority of residents on the island can only speak their own dialect.
Property.
财产、特性。
They lost all their property in the fire. One property of diamonds is hardness.
Opportunity.
机会、良机。
This trip is a great opportunity to broaden your horizons and practice your English.
Actually.
事实上、实际上。
Nick likes to act like a teenager, but actually, he's more than 30 years old.
Recognize.
认出、承认、认可。
After being separated for 20 years, Jack cannot recognize his daughter. Professor Rollins is recognized as one of the best educators in the country.
Enjoyable.
愉快的。
The party we had last Friday night was really enjoyable.
Joyful.
喜悦的。
We were excited and joyful knowing that our team had won the game.
Unique.
与众不同的、独有的。
Every person's fingerprints are unique. No two peoples are alike. Kiwi birds are unique to New Zealand. Nowhere else can you find them.
Terrific.
很棒的。
The restaurant on the corner serves terrific food.
Wed.
结婚。
Ken wedded his lover without his parents' consent. They wedded on a beautiful autumn day.
Tough.
坚韧的、严厉的、艰苦的、困难的。
This meat is too tough, Mom. I think you overcooked it. Tom is tough on his son because he thinks his child is a little too naughty. Compared to last month's test, this one wasn't too tough. Equals, in comparison with last month's test, this one wasn't too difficult.
Hire.
雇用、租用。
We hired a consultant to devise a new system for our company. Tina and her friends hired a limousine to drive them to the prom. The cabins over there are for hire.
Homesick.
思乡的。
I couldn't help feeling homesick on sleepless nights.
Invitation.
邀请、请帖、邀请卡。
Mr. Lee joined the group at the invitation of the government. Have you received an invitation to the party?
Jealous.
嫉妒的、吃醋的。
Why are you so jealous of David's promotion?
Envy.
嫉妒、羡慕。
Peter's new cell phone is the envy of everyone in the office. I sometimes envy the rich and famous whose lives seem so glamorous. I don't envy Peter his success. Equals, I don't envy Peter's success.
Fright.
惊吓。
Andy looked at the barking dog with fright. Sarah has no stage fright. In fact, she enjoys making public speeches.
Frighten.
使惊吓。
You should not let your son watch that movie because it might frighten him. I was frightened to death at the sight of the horrible accident. Tom frightened Jim into keeping quiet.
Locate. Locate.
位于、找到的位置、设置。
Our school is located in that area. The leader was unable to locate the meeting point on the map. They located their new store on 2nd Avenue.
Location.
地点、位置。
Please come visit our store at its new location. Finding the location of the escaped prisoner was difficult.
Costly.
昂贵的、代价高的。
Money is hard to earn, so I never buy costly clothes. George made a costly mistake by investing all his money in that project.
Mostly.
主要的。
John succeeded mostly because he worked hard and had great ambition.
Lately.
最近。
Have you seen James lately? What have you been doing lately? What have you been doing of late? I'll be taking a trip to Tokyo in the near future.
Besides.
除之外，此外。
Besides math, Lucy is good at music. I've seen the movie before. Besides, it isn't that good.
Career.
职业、职业的。
Ms. Wilson took up photography as her career. Though a career woman, Jane never ignores her duty as a mother.
Painter.
画家、油漆匠。
My father used to be a painter, but gave it up later. Michael worked as a house painter in the U.S.
Banker.
银行家。
Mr. Emery is a successful banker, but he leads a simple life.
Captain.
船长、机长、连长、队长。
The captain told the sailors to raise the sails. The captain said that the plane would be landing soon.
Photographer.
照相师、摄影记者。
The photographer won an award for his photos of war.
Producer.
生产者、制作人。
The firm is one of the main producers of laptop computers.
Tina's ex-husband is a famous film producer.
Professor.
教授。
Mr. Stevens is a professor of psychology. Unit 2. Permit.
准许、允许。
Permit.
许可证。
We are not permitted to smoke here. I'll contact you after the meeting if time permits. You need a permit to go fishing here.
Permission.
许可、准许。
You are not allowed to use the machine without my permission.
Volume.
量、容量、测、音量。
The volume of traffic reaches its peak during rush hour. The history of the Roman Empire is in volumes 3 and 4. Would you mind turning the volume down? I'm studying.
Represent.
代表、象征。
George represented his company at the press conference. This ring, though inexpensive, represents my love for you. Equals, this ring, though inexpensive, stands for my love for you.
Representative.
代表性的，代表者。
The dove is representative of peace. The union sent a representative to negotiate with management.
Attitude.
态度。
Tony has a positive attitude towards life.
Reduce.
使减少，使沦为。
Despite Andy's pay cut, he won't reduce his standard of living. Bankruptcy reduced Bruce to begging. Equals, Bruce was reduced to begging after he went bankrupt.
Fake.
假的，赝品，伪造，假装。
Brian was caught using fake money. After careful examination, the experts revealed that the painting was a fake. The teacher was angry when he found Gary had faked his father's signature. Ruth didn't want to go out with Tim, so she faked a stomach ache.
Religious.
虔诚的，宗教的。
The rational scientist is very religious. Never talk about religious or political issues at social gatherings.
Strength.
力量、优点。
Operating this machine requires skill more than physical strength. Please analyze the strengths and weaknesses of this proposal.
Weakness.
虚弱、弱点。
You're not suitable for the job because of your physical weakness. Math is my weakness, but music is my forte.
Vary.
变化、改变。
The weather here varies between cool and very hot. Tom varied the games he played with the children so as not to bore them.
Various.
各式各样的。
There have been various solutions to the problem.
Variety.
变化、种类。
Peter is a workaholic. His life lacks variety. The library offers a wide variety of books to choose from.
Product.
产品、成果、结果。
The country's main product is timber. Nick's big muscles were the product of years spent in the gym.
Imagination.
想象力。
Use your imagination and see if you can come up with a better idea.
Prevent.
阻止、预防、避免。
Robert's sore legs prevented him from joining the marathon. Taking necessary precautions will prevent many accidents from happening.
Response.
回应、回答、反应。
Has there been any response to your letter? In response to your letter, dated July 1st, we regret to say that we'll have to cancel the deal. Jason's response to my proposal was discouraging.
Responsibility.
责任。
You should take responsibility for what you've done. Equals, you should be responsible for what you've done.
Perform.
执行、履行、表演、表现。
The surgeon has performed this operation before. The teacher told us to perform our civic duties. The young actor performed with such zest that there is no doubt that he will be awarded the prize for the most outstanding actor in the play. Much to my surprise, most of the students performed very well on the exam.
Performance.
表演、表现。
The famous actress gave a great performance in the play last night. I'm pleased that my son's academic performance is very good. Equals, I'm pleased that my son does well in school.
Technique.
技巧、手法。
The artist was highly acclaimed for his painting techniques.
Technical.
技术的、专门的。
Frank studied auto repair at a technical school.
Normal.
正常的。
It's normal to feel nervous before a test.
Committee.
委员会。
How many members are there on your committee?
Achieve.
达成、达到。
If you work hard, you will eventually achieve your goals. At this time, this project is 95% achieved.
Achievement.
成就。
The achievements of computer technology have been incredible. You've made it into Harvard, Jim. That's quite an achievement.
Immediate.
立刻的、最接近的、直接的。
There was an immediate response to Mary's request. The man's immediate heir was his son.
Immediately.
立刻、马上。
I went over immediately after I finished writing the letter. Equals, I went over shortly after I finished writing the letter.
Magical.
魔术的、神奇的。
No medicine is so magical that it can cure all illnesses.
Magician.
魔术师。
The magician took out a rabbit from his hat.
Expectation.
期望、预期。
If you lower your expectations, you'll never be disappointed.
Without hard work, you can't meet your parents' expectations.
Ongoing.
前进的、不断发展中的。
There is an ongoing crisis because that infectious disease is spreading quickly. The lawyer refused to comment on the ongoing case.
Underlying.
在下面的、隐含的、根本的。
The company drilled into the ground to get to the underlying reservoir of oil.
It's difficult for such a young student to understand the underlying meaning of this novel. What are the underlying causes of this problem?
Semester.
学期。
I'm going to take 13 credits this semester.
Pepper.
胡椒粉、甜椒。
Please pass me the salt and pepper.
Colorful.
富有色彩的、生动的。
The artist's paintings are very colorful. I was attracted by Tom's colorful description of his life as a sailor.
Fearful.
害怕的。
John was fearful of losing his job.
Hateful.
憎恨的、充满憎恨的。
Tom has been a hateful man ever since the accident.
Hopeful.
充满希望的、乐观的。
After watching the film, everyone feels hopeful about the future.
Playful.
爱玩的、贪玩的。
Healthy puppies and kittens are very playful animals.
Skillful.
擅长的、高明的。
They are skillful at this game. We need a skillful doctor.
Skinny.
皮包骨的。
Rosie is very skinny because she is an incredibly picky eater.
Slender.
窈窕的、苗条的。
To have a slender figure, the fashion model went on a strict diet.
Downtown.
市中心的，在市区，往市区。
The bank opened a new downtown branch last month. I am heading downtown. Unit 3. React.
反应。
Ted reacted calmly to the plaintiff's accusation.
Reaction.
反应。
What's Tom's reaction to my proposal?
Fund.
基金、资金，提供资金。
We contributed to the charity fund. The hospital is trying to raise funds for research into AIDS. The research was primarily funded by the government.
Audience.
观众。
Because of the rain, the audience at the concert was small. The concert drew a large audience.
Moral.
教导明辨是非的、道德的寓意。
The film has a good moral lesson. Tony is a true and moral man. The moral of this story is that money cannot buy happiness.
Immoral.
不道德的。
Taking advantage of other people's misfortune for one's own gain is immoral.
Announce.
公布、宣布。
John will announce who will play the characters in the play. Their engagement was officially announced last June.
Announcement.
公告、宣布。
The announcement of the name of the winner will be made at 3 o'clock. The politician made a formal announcement that he would resign early next year.
Theory.
学说、理论。
Many scientists believe the theory that the universe is getting larger. Developing a theory and proving it are very different things. Well, that sounds good in theory, but I don't know if it will work in practice.
Skate.
溜冰鞋、溜冰。
I've worn out these skates. I want to buy a new pair. Would you like to join us in going skating this weekend?
Ski.
滑雪板、滑雪。
That store specializes in imported skis. Where will you go skiing this winter?
Structure.
结构、建筑物。
The structure of the poem is very complicated. The monument is a famous structure in town.
Staff.
职员、为、配备人员。
Our company has a staff of 500 working in both Canada and Taiwan. Our company is staffed with individuals from 3 different countries.
Crew.
全体工作人员。
We have a crew of 20 on our ship. Equals, we have 20 crew members on our ship.
Suffer.
遭受、受苦。
That company suffered a big loss because of poor management. My father suffers from diabetes.
Spite.
怨恨、恨意、尽管。
Jason vandalized those cars out of spite. In spite of his dad's warning, Paul went fishing alone. Equals, despite his dad's warning, Paul went fishing alone. Equals, notwithstanding his dad's warning, Paul went fishing alone.
Lifestyle.
生活方式。
The topic of the magazine this month is living a healthy lifestyle.
Somehow.
不知怎么的，设法。
My blind date was beautiful, but somehow I didn't find her attractive. I know the job is difficult, but we have to finish it somehow.
Original.
原来的、原创的、原著、原文。
The original plan was later changed. Kelly has a very original idea. Have you read the original of the report?
Originally.
原本、最初的。
We're originally from Texas. The town was originally quite small.
Additional.
额外的、另加的。
So many children came to the party that additional tables and chairs were required. You have to pay an additional charge for overweight baggage. Completion of this project calls for an additional $500,000.
Additionally.
除此之外。
The rent is cheap. Additionally, the location is perfect. Equals, the rent is cheap. In addition, the location is perfect. Equals, the rent is cheap. On top of that, the location is perfect.
Advantage.
优势、优点、便利、益处。
Bill's superior strength gave him an advantage over his opponents. This book has the advantage of being easy to use. All students are invited to take advantage of our student discounts. Joseph lives by the principle that one should never take advantage of others.
Specific.
特定的、特有的、明确的。
The man went there for a specific purpose. This problem is specific to big cities equals this problem is unique to big cities. Please be more specific about what you want.
Specifically.
尤其、特别地。
The doctor warned Mark specifically not to eat eggs.
Destroy.
毁坏、破坏。
The typhoon destroyed the whole area. The bribery scandal destroyed the politician's reputation.
Column.
原著、专栏。
The wooden columns are severely decayed as a result of exposure to the elements. Nicole writes a weekly column for the China Post.
Mission.
任务。
Rumor has it that Michael is on a secret mission in Syria.
Reveal.
透露、揭露。
The agent was jailed for revealing secrets to the enemy.
Tropical.
热带的。
I have a liking for tropical fruits such as bananas and pineapples.
Agriculture.
农业。
We are developing new technology to improve our agriculture.
Drag.
拖曳、阻力。
Don't drag the chair around. It will leave marks on the wooden floor.
The new design of the plane will help to reduce drag.
Drugstore.
药妆店。
The drugstore is open 24 hours a day.
Cough.
咳嗽。
Cover your mouth when you cough. I had a bad cough and couldn't sleep last night.
Dizzy.
晕眩的。
After 3 glasses of beer, I felt slightly dizzy.
Tasty.
好吃的。
My mother makes very tasty cakes.
Weapon.
武器。
The police found a large number of weapons in the deserted warehouse.
Anxious.
焦虑的、渴望的。
Today, more than ever, college students are anxious about their future. The government is anxious to improve the investment environment.
Flash.
闪光。闪光。
The flash of lightning scared those birds away. That taxi driver flashed his lights impatiently. The stars are flashing in the sky.
Flashlight.
手电筒。
The flashlight doesn't work when the batteries are dead.
Naked.
赤裸的。
At some beaches in Spain, you can swim naked.
Germs are not visible to the naked eye.
Sink.
水槽。沉。
Put the dishes in the sink, and I'll wash them later. 2 boats sank off the coast of the island during the storm.
Passenger.
乘客。
Several passengers were injured during the bumpy flight.
Lock.
锁。锁好。
Turn the key in the lock to make sure it is secure. Always make sure that the door is locked when you leave.
Juicy.
多汁的。
The apples are big and juicy at this time of the year.
Neat.
整齐的。整洁的。
Judy's handwriting is very neat.
Everything in my bedroom is neat and tidy.
Unit 4. Pretend.
假装。
Mary has broken up with John, but he pretends that nothing has happened. When I passed by, Peter pretended not to see me.
Frequent.
经常的。
Frequent.
经常造访。
Nick is a frequent visitor to our house.
This restaurant is frequented by celebrities.
Connect.
连结。关联。
The railway connects Paris and Nice. Whenever I see that handsome young man, I connect him with my ex-boyfriend.
There is no evidence to connect David to the murder.
Occasion.
特殊的大事。场合。
This wedding is a great occasion. On occasion, I go to see a movie alone. Equals, occasionally, I go to see a movie alone. Behave yourself on formal occasions.
Faith.
信心、信任。
I have faith in your honesty.
Experiment.
实验、试验。
This product is the result of long experiments. The group opposed any experiments on living animals. Some researchers were experimenting on the rabbits. This time, I'll experiment with a different chemical.
Aware.
知道的、察觉的。
You should always be aware of your surroundings. Mary was aware of Tom's bad intentions, so she refused to go out with him.
Awareness.
意识、察觉。
The government is trying to raise public awareness about environmental protection.
Security.
安全。
Many workers see the policy as a major threat to their job security.
Considerable.
相当大的。
The rice crop suffered considerable damage as a result of the typhoon.
Replace.
取代。
I'm considering replacing my old PC with a notebook.
Replacement.
替代人选、替代品。
We need a replacement for the waiter who left last week.
Conclusion.
结束、结论。
Mr. Williams thanked his audience at the conclusion of his speech. The committee came to the conclusion that the plan was not feasible. In conclusion, Tom is a man you can count on.
Collection.
搜集物。
Bill showed us a very fine collection of old coins.
Inform.
通知、告知。
Please inform us of any change of schedule. Please keep me informed about what you're doing.
Information.
消息、资料。
Thank you for giving us all the information we need. John is a mine of information about music.
Elect.
选举、当选的。
We elected John our class leader. The president-elect is ready to take office next week.
Election.
选举。
The election results will be broadcast tomorrow morning.
Elective.
选举的、选修。
The mayor is an elective official. Peter took art as an elective in college.
Signal.
号志、信号。发出信号。
You must obey the traffic signals. The referee gave the signal to stop. The traffic cop signaled us to pull over.
Gesture.
手势、表示。做手势。
The foreigner used gestures to convey his idea. Ron made a vulgar gesture and got into a fight. Rebecca shook her head in a gesture of disappointment. When asked who she was talking about, Anna gestured at the handsome man sitting alone in the corner.
Civil.
国内的、公民的、文明的、有礼的。
The incident led to a civil war that lasted 20 years. Protesters expressed their concern about the government's recent violation of civil rights. Despite their mutual dislike, the two men remained civil in public.
Scary.
可怕的。
The scary scene of the accident shocked all of us.
Edit.
编辑。
Tom edited the manuscripts for publication.
Editor.
编者、编辑。
Bill is the editor-in-chief of that magazine.
Governor.
州长、省长。
The governor of the state is said to have been involved in the scandal.
Expressive.
表示的、善于表达的。
A baby's cry can be expressive of hunger. Todd is not a very expressive person.
Familiar.
熟悉的。
Are you familiar with my boss? The story is familiar to most students in Taiwan.
Sexy.
性感的。
Latin dances often involve sexy movements.
Sexual.
性的、性别的。
Parents and school teachers should teach kids how to deal with sexual harassment. We do not tolerate any sexual discrimination in this office.
Explore.
探寻、探索、寻找。
It is said that Columbus arrived here but did not explore the area. The captain explored the causes of the leak.
Coach.
教练、长途巴士、指导。
When did Tom become a baseball coach? We toured around the U.S. by coach. Kim coaches a basketball team in her leisure time.
I'll find a top-notch trainer to coach me equals I'll find a top-notch trainer to instruct me.
Bowling.
保龄球运动。
I seldom go bowling because I think it's a waste of time and money. A regular bowling alley is 60 feet long.
Golf.
高尔夫球运动。打高尔夫球。
Golf is very popular among businessmen. Tammy and I will go golfing this afternoon.
Volleyball.
排球。
Helen was tired out after the volleyball game.
Vocabulary.
智慧。
John has a very large vocabulary equals John knows many words.
Extensive reading will increase your vocabulary.
Tend.
倾向、易于、照顾。
We tend to take natural resources for granted nowadays. Mary tended the shop for her father while he was sick.
Scissors.
剪刀。
Please hand me the scissors on the table.
Overseas.
海外的、国外的、在国外的。
Our overseas division has been doing very well over the past 3 years. Jenny is going to work overseas this summer.
Peanut.
花生，很小的金额。
Mom spread peanut butter on each slice of bread. Nancy's boss is stingy. He pays her peanuts.
Kindergarten.
幼儿园。
We sent our child to kindergarten last September.
Oral.
口语的。
Our language teacher gave us an oral test instead of a written one.
Oven.
烤箱。
I used an oven to bake the cakes.
Stove.
炉子。
The kettle is boiling on the gas stove.
Shrimp.
虾子。
The fisherman cast a net and caught a lot of shrimp.
Unit 5. Previous.
先前的。
Do you have any previous experience in this job?
Background.
背景。
Because of his background, John got the job very easily.
Aside.
一旁的。
Please step aside. You're blocking my view.
Peter and Mary put their differences aside and made up with each other.
Apart.
分开。
Kathy and her husband decided to live apart for a while. John occasionally goes hiking. Apart from that, he hardly has any hobbies. It is quite hard to tell these ducklings apart.
Decade.
10年。
The company has been in business for 3 decades.
Spill.
洒出、泄密、洒出物。
I got mad when the careless waiter spilled coffee on my shirt. Tell me exactly who spilled the secret. I need some tissue paper to dry the coffee spill.
Fashionable.
流行的、时髦的。
Don't concern yourself merely with what's fashionable. Though old, the woman likes to wear fashionable dresses.
Relief.
解除、减轻、救济、救济物资。
Doctors work for the relief of their patients' suffering.
A lot of relief is being sent to the disaster area.
Solid.
固体的、坚固的、固体。
The water froze into a solid block of ice. The desk is made of solid wood. Wood is a solid, while water is a liquid.
Democratic.
民主的、民主党的。
The president was elected through a democratic process. The Democratic and Republican parties are the two major political parties in the U.S.
Democracy.
民主，民主国家。
That country has moved steadily toward true democracy. Freedom of speech is guaranteed in Western democracies.
Neighborhood.
邻近地区。
There is a big department store in my neighborhood.
Tricky.
狡猾的，微妙的，难以处理的。
No one likes to deal with a tricky person. The teacher put me on the spot by asking me a few tricky questions.
Significant.
重要的，显著的。
Hard work plays a significant role in achieving success. There is a significant difference in personality between the twin sisters.
Scientist.
科学家。
The boy wants to be a scientist when he grows up.
Scientific.
科学的，合乎科学的。
Ben compiled a lot of scientific data. Hank's approach to the matter was not very scientific.
Wage.
工资，发动。
The workers went on strike in protest against low wages. The government vowed to wage war on drug trafficking.
Salary.
薪水。
How can you live on such a small salary?
Resource. Resource.
资源。
We must use natural resources wisely. Many of them cannot be replenished.
Motor.
马达。
The machine is powered by 2 electric motors.
Engage.
从事，忙于。
The two sides engaged in peace talks. My eldest son is engaged to his classmate from college.
Engagement.
订婚，预约，约会。
The couple announced their engagement at the dinner party. Ted has an engagement for dinner with his boss tonight.
Capable.
有能力的，做得出的。
The firm was not capable of handling such a large order. Equals, the firm was unable to handle such a large order. Ben is capable of any act when he's angry.
Enable.
使能够。
Knowledge enables one to solve one's own problems.
Portion.
部分，分配。
A large portion of the money will go to charity. The cake had to be portioned out among the large number of guests at the party.
Passage.
通道，一段，消逝。
There was a dark passage leading to a secret room. This is my favorite passage in the book.
With the passage of time, the little girl has grown into a beautiful lady.
Honor.
名誉，荣誉，尊重，给予荣誉，实践。
Thomas Edison won honor for inventing the light bulb. We should all honor justice. I feel honored to have the opportunity to deliver this speech to you. I honored my promise by buying my girlfriend a ring. I promise you on my honor I won't let you down. Yes, Your Honor, I replied to the judge.
Glory.
光荣，荣耀。
The castle reminds us of the past glory of the kingdom.
Appeal.
吸引，请求，上诉。
I'm sure this program will appeal to children of all ages. The police are appealing to the public for any information about the robbery. Not satisfied with the judge's decision, Gary is planning to appeal to a higher court. The new variety show has a wide appeal. I sent an appeal to the board asking for extra funding. The victim's family made a public appeal for help to catch the murderer.
Steep.
陡峭的，急剧升降的。
The hill was so steep that it took us almost 2 hours to reach the top. The steep rise in living costs makes life tougher.
Desert.
抛弃，
Desert.
沙漠。
People who desert their pets on the street are really heartless. The camel is called the ship of the desert.
detect,
发现、查出。
This dog detected drugs in the man's baggage.
ambulance,
救护车。
Wait here, I'll go and call an ambulance.
confirm,
确认、证实。
I would like to confirm my dinner reservation. The police confirmed that the man was murdered.
loser,
失败者。
Losers always find excuses for their failure.
handkerchief,
手帕。
The old man blew his nose on a handkerchief.
napkin,
餐巾。
I need a napkin to wipe my mouth.
frank,
坦白的。
To be frank, I don't trust you. Equals, frankly speaking, I don't trust you.
elevator,
电梯。
We took the elevator to the 10th floor.
shorten,
使变短、缩短。
I asked the tailor to shorten the sleeves of my shirt. The lengthy original was shortened to 2 short paragraphs.
talkative,
多话的。
Sarah isn't very talkative, is she?
lover,
情人、爱人。
Ben and Naomi were friends for years before they became lovers.
apologize,
道歉、赔罪。
I must apologize to you for not answering your letter immediately. Equals, I'm sorry for not answering your letter immediately.
clothe,
使穿上衣服。
Since it was very cold outside, Teresa clothed her children in warm clothing before they went out. Since it was very cold outside, Teresa dressed her children in warm clothing before they went out. Make sure Johnny is properly clothed, or he'll catch a cold.
closet,
衣橱。
Most of the clothes in my closet are black. Unit 6. Murder.
谋杀。谋杀。
the man committed murder and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. 2 suspects were arrested soon after that girl was murdered. Although all of the evidence was against him, Frank still got away with murder.
Roast.
烤。烘烤的。烤肉。
Mom roasted some lamb chops for dinner. One famous dish from Germany is roast pork knuckle. One famous dish from Germany is roasted pork knuckle. Peter ate the entire roast by himself.
Reasonable.
合理的。讲理的。
I bought this piece of furniture at a reasonable price.
I don't think Susan's being reasonable about this.
Missing.
失踪的。缺的。
The hiker was reported missing 3 days ago and was found this morning. Several pages of the first chapter were missing.
Benefit.
利益。有益于。获益。
My trip to the U.S. was a benefit of my job. The doctor said a long rest would benefit the patient. Everyone will benefit from the new road.
Profit.
利润。对。有利。获利。
Tom made a handsome profit from the sale. It will not profit you at all to do such a thing. A wise person profits from his mistakes.
Muscle.
肌肉。
To tone up your muscles, you should exercise on a regular basis.
Flesh.
肉。
Eating human flesh is considered barbarous.
Dust.
灰尘。除去的灰尘。
There is so much dust on the table. I used a feather duster to dust the table.
Dirt.
泥土。脏东西。灰尘。
I'm afraid your sneakers need to be washed because they're covered with dirt.
Automobile.
汽车。
I can't afford a brand new automobile, so I'm going to buy a used one.
Vehicle.
车辆。任何有轮子的运载工具。
The number of motor vehicles on the roads rose by 30% last year.
Headquarters.
总部。
Gangsters surrounded the police headquarters last night.
Vision.
视力。
影像、幻象，眼光、先见、远见。
I wear glasses to improve my vision. It is said that the children saw a vision of an angel here. The mayor had a vision of changing this area into a lovely park. A great leader must be a person of vision.
Visible.
肉眼可见的，显而易见的。
The building was visible through the trees.
There's been a visible change in Hank since he started exercising.
Exchange.
交换，
I love to exchange stamps with my friends. Peter exchanged his toy car for a toy gun.
I gave Alan a pen in exchange for his watch.
Practical.
实际的。
This job calls for at least 5 years of practical experience. Tom is a practical person and never does things beyond his ability.
Practically.
实际地，
Practically speaking, Jason isn't cut out for the job.
Mend.
修理、修补、改正。
The thrifty man mends his own clothes, including torn socks. Least said, soonest mended.
Constant.
持续的、稳定的、很久不变的数量、不变的事物。
The constant noise of the machine is driving me crazy. The weather has been constant this week. The temperature in the fish tank remains a constant. No matter what life threw at them, their love for each other remained a constant.
Dramatic.
戏剧的、戏剧性的、强烈的。
Would you like to read the dramatic piece I wrote recently? Peter made an impassioned and dramatic speech. Dramatic changes have swept Taiwan in the last 20 years.
Warn.
警告、告诫。
Our teacher warned us not to cheat on the test. Equals, our teacher warned us against cheating on the test.
Warning.
警告。
Thank you for your timely warning.
Definition.
定义、清晰度。
There are several definitions listed under the word. I want a TV with better definition.
Afford.
买得起、负担得起。
Being poor, I can't afford to take a trip to Thailand. I can't imagine how such a poor man could afford such an expensive car.
Missile.
飞弹、
They will launch the missile as scheduled.
Rocket.
火箭。
The scientists launched a rocket with a communications satellite on it.
Credit.
信誉、学分，将功劳归因于。
Buying on credit is getting popular in Taiwan. How many credits are you planning to take this semester? Mr. Wong is credited with the success of this project. Equals, the success of this project is credited to Mr. Wong.
Educate.
教育、栽培。
Peter was born in Taiwan but educated in the United States.
Educational.
教育的、教育性的。
The educational system in the U.S. is somewhat different from that in Taiwan. The education system in the U.S. is somewhat different from that in Taiwan. The family all watched an educational show on TV.
Preparation.
准备、预备。
Education should be a preparation for life after graduation. Many students are studying in the library in preparation for the upcoming finals. They're making preparations for the prince's birthday party.
Airline.
航空公司。
Lufthansa is one of the most popular airlines in Europe. Which airline are you flying with tomorrow?
China Airlines.
Equals, who are you flying with tomorrow?
China Airlines. Anyhow.
无论如何，
We did our best, but the other team won anyhow.
Dinosaur.
恐龙、古板的人。
Dinosaurs ruled the earth millions of years ago. Johnny is a dinosaur. He doesn't even know how to take the MRT.
puppet,
玩偶、木偶、傀儡。
The students made puppets out of socks in art class.
squirrel,
松鼠、
City squirrels eat a variety of foods, including nuts, snacks, and insects.
koala,
无尾熊、
Children love koalas because they think these little animals are cute.
donkey,
驴子、
Typically, donkeys are used as work animals.
ox,
公牛、
My sister was born in the year of the ox.
leopard,
豹、
Leopards are very good at climbing trees, but they rarely do so.
dolphin,
海豚、
Dolphins have a very complicated communication system.
penguin,
企鹅、
Penguins are birds. However, they don't fly, but they can swim like fish.
owl,
猫头鹰、
Owls have large eyes and hunt at night.
parrot,
鹦鹉，机械式地模仿。
The parrot likes to imitate my words. I have no idea why this little kid keeps parroting me.
pigeon,
灰鸽、鸽子、
Can you tell the difference between a pigeon and a dove? Unit 7. Trend.
趋势、潮流。
business leaders have to keep track of the latest economic trends. Reading newspapers and watching TV enable you to keep up with the trends.
Tide.
潮汐、潮流，帮助度过。
Time and tide wait for no man. I wonder if you could lend me $200 to tide me over until payday?
Attract.
吸引、引起的注意或兴趣。
I must admit that I'm very attracted to David.
The new policy attracted attention from minorities.
Attractive.
诱人的、有吸引力的。
Unlike her sister, Liz was extremely attractive. I find the idea of rail travel attractive.
Historic.
有历史性的、历史上著名的。
This invention is of historic significance. It was on this historic spot that the battle was fought.
Historian.
历史学家。
This historian wrote a book revealing the mysteries of the dynasty.
Avenue.
大道、方法。
They established a branch office on Fifth Avenue. They explored every avenue to find a cure for the disease.
Alley.
像、
A car got stuck in the narrow alley.
Threat.
威胁、恐吓、恶兆、兆头。
Poverty is a threat to society. Global warming is posing a threat to human survival. The dark clouds are a threat of heavy rain.
Threaten.
威胁有的前兆。
Todd threatened his wife with divorce. These clouds threaten rain.
Paradise.
天堂、乐园。
They say Singapore is a shopping paradise.
Hell.
地狱。
Bad people go to hell after they die.
Remind.
提醒、使想起。
The lullaby reminds me of my childhood. Please remind me to call Jason at 7.
Inner.
内部的、内心的。
Beauty is only skin deep. It is inner beauty that counts. They believe the religious faith can bring them inner peace. One figure in the dictator's inner circle was executed this morning.
Outer.
外在的、外面的。
Some people believe that there are intelligent beings like mankind in outer space.
Hollow.
中空的、坑洞、陷落、挖洞。
Bamboo is light because it is hollow. Their car got stuck in a muddy hollow in the middle of nowhere. Rex hollowed out a log to make a canoe.
Vacant.
空缺的、未被占用的。
We'll keep this position vacant until you come back.
Pilot.
飞行员、领航员、驾驶。
Brian is a licensed pilot and owns his own plane. I can drive a car and pilot a plane.
Slave.
奴隶，像奴隶般的工作。
Peter is a slave to his work and often works himself to exhaustion.
Henry slaved away at the company for 15 years, and then he got laid off.
I feel sorry for John because he is a slave to money equals I feel sorry for John because he is enslaved by money.
Advise.
劝告、忠告、通知。
The doctor advised grandfather not to climb too many stairs. Travelers have been advised that they should avoid going out alone after dark.
Advisor.
顾问。
I think you need a financial advisor to help you plan your investments.
Stare.
凝视、瞪视、凝视。
Why are you staring at me, John? Is there something wrong with me? Alice gave Ted a long stare, but didn't say anything.
Glance.
瞥视，一瞥。
I glanced at the girl one more time before I left. At first glance, the painting was average, but the more I looked at it, the more I liked it.
Sum.
合计、总额、数目、金额、概数。
54 is the sum of 17, 18, and 19. Harry has a large sum of money in a bank account in Switzerland. To sum up, the plan to raise taxes is a terrible idea.
Summary.
概述、概要。
Please give me a summary of what was decided at the meeting. In summary, the meeting last Friday was quite fruitful.
Necessity.
需要、必需品。
Necessity is the mother of invention. Water is a basic necessity of life.
Most families ran out of basic necessities during the natural disaster.
Sensible.
明智的、显著的。
That's a sensible approach to the problem. There's a sensible difference between red and blue.
Sufficient.
充分的、足够的。
Those poor children do not have sufficient food for the winter. This sum will be sufficient for our living expenses.
Crispy.
脆的。
These crackers are crispy and tasty.
Almond.
杏仁。
Almond eyes are not unique to Asians. Eating a handful of almonds or walnuts can help control cholesterol levels.
Crop.
农作物。吃。把，剪得很短。
Our crops are doing poorly because of the drought. A flock of sheep are cropping grass on the prairie. Julie had her hair closely cropped yesterday.
Lettuce.
生菜、莴苣。
Have some lettuce. It's good for your health.
Onion.
洋葱。
Do you know how to peel onions without shedding tears?
Spinach.
菠菜。
Popeye eats spinach every day to gain strength.
Bamboo.
竹子。
Pandas only eat a certain kind of bamboo.
Widen.
使变宽，变宽。
The construction crew spent several days widening the streets in town. The gap between rich and poor in this country has widened.
Weaken.
减弱、削弱。
Tina's absence has weakened my interest in attending the party tonight. My grandfather's ability to beat anyone at chess has weakened over the last few years.
Tent.
帐篷。
We pitched our tent by the lake.
Purse.
女用手提包。女用小钱包。
Where did you get this purse? It looks absolutely fantastic. I left my purse in the taxi.
Observe.
观察、遵守。
Have you observed any changes in Sam's behavior? A good citizen should always observe the law equals a good citizen should always abide by the law equals a good citizen should always comply with the law.
Junior.
大三学生，年少者，资浅的。
All juniors have to take 2 science classes. In my company, my wife is junior to me, but back home she is my boss. Junior officers must salute senior officers when meeting or passing.
Peter is my junior by 5 years. Equals, Peter is younger than I by 5 years.
Senior.
大四学生，年长者，地位较高的。
During my first year in college, I dated a senior.
Jane is my senior by 5 years. Equals, Jane is older than I by 5 years.
Patty is a senior sales manager at Asia Motors.
Marker.
奇异笔、马克笔、标志、
Dennis soiled the wall with a marker. Greg left a marker on the path so he would know the way back to the campsite.
Pile.
一堆，堆积，累积，堆积。
There is a pile of books in Lucy's study. Peter had been on sick leave for 2 days, and his work at the office really piled up. Paul's desk is piled high with books.
Steal.
偷窃。
The cop caught the thief stealing a car. Unit 8. Protection.
保护。
Jack was wearing a heavy coat as protection against the cold. These kittens ran to their mother for protection.
Stormy.
暴风雨的，激烈的。
We had a blackout during the stormy night. After a stormy argument, we finally reached an agreement.
Pure.
纯粹的，纯洁的。
The pajamas are made of pure cotton. The water is clean and pure. It has been tested over and over again.
Native.
祖国的，本地的，土生的，本地人，原住民。
Chinese is Ken's native language, but he is more fluent in Spanish. Kiwi birds are native to New Zealand. The natives were required to relocate to a safer area.
Cattle.
牛群。
In New Zealand, there are more than 13,000 sheep and cattle farms.
Bull.
公牛。
During the festival, many bulls will run through the narrow streets in the city.
Buffalo.
野牛，水牛。
The American buffalo is one of the largest land animals in North America.
Lord.
贵族，君主，上帝。
A knight should pledge loyalty to his lord. If you feel lost, let the Lord guide you.
Shadow.
阴影，以影笼罩。
Winnie sat in the shadows. The cottage was shadowed by palm trees. The tree cast a shadow on the wall. Not wanting to live in his father's shadow, Babe Ruth's son quit baseball.
Advertise.
将，登广告，登广告。
You should advertise your car in the local newspaper if you want to sell it quickly. On the wall, there was a small poster advertising a new magazine. They advertised for someone to look after the garden.
Advertiser.
刊登广告者，广告商。
Super Bowl advertisers have to pay lots of money for their commercial time.
Advertisement.
广告。
No one replied to the advertisement Mary put in the paper.
Liberty.
自由。
Give me liberty or give me death.
Confuse.
使困惑，混淆，弄错。
Please slow down. You are confusing me. Our teacher sometimes confuses John with Lee. Sophie saw the sign and got confused.
Suspect.
怀疑，猜想。
The police suspected Bob of the crime. Ted was suspected of stealing Mary's watch.
Suspect.
嫌疑犯，可疑的。
Robert was one of the main suspects in the murder case. A suspect package was delivered to the government minister's office.
Suspicion.
嫌疑，疑心。
Daniel is under suspicion by the police for robbery. I have a suspicion that Ben is somewhere around here. Equals, I suspect that Ben is somewhere around here.
Beneath.
在正下方。
The money was hidden beneath a stack of newspapers. Beneath his inconspicuous appearance, Tom is a talented pianist.
Onto.
到之上，向之上，
The chef squeezed some lemon juice onto the fish to bring out its flavor.
Comfort.
舒适、安慰。
Despite all the material comforts, the rich man isn't happy. I find comfort in listening to music whenever I feel troubled. We comforted the woman when her child was killed in a car accident.
Comparison.
相较、相比。
A comparison of the two teams indicates that the game should be close. In comparison with my old one, my new motorcycle is really fast.
Chest.
胸、
Don't keep the secret to yourself. You should tell me and get it off your chest.
Breast.
胸部、乳房。
Breast cancer can be cured if detected early.
Scale.
规模、等级、磅秤。
Pollution has caused changes to weather patterns on a large scale. We should start out testing on a small scale before we move on to a larger one. Nuclear weapons cause destruction on a massive scale. The scale determined the weight of the package.
Conscious.
有所察觉的、清醒的。
Conscious of the dangers of smoking, Benny decided to give up the bad habit. The soldier was wounded but still conscious.
Consciousness.
知觉、了解、知道。
The patient regained consciousness shortly after treatment. My consciousness of their suffering urged me to offer help.
Troop.
军队。
The commander gave his troops a pep talk to boost their morale.
Cricket.
蟋蟀、板球。
Do you hear a cricket? It's keeping me awake. Let's play cricket this afternoon at the park.
Grasshopper.
蚱蜢。
Did you know that a grasshopper can leap 20 times the length of its own body?
Fairly.
相当的。蛮。
It's fairly difficult to tell the difference between Sandy and her twin sister.
Substance.
物质。
This colorless, odorless substance is actually quite toxic.
Pour.
倾注。下大雨。
Please pour water into the jug and then place it on the table. It's pouring now. You may as well stay here for the night. Equals, it's raining hard now. You may as well stay here for the night. Equals, it's raining cats and dogs. You may as well stay here for the night.
When it rains, it pours. Equals, it never rains, but it pours.
Promote.
促进、提倡、升迁。
Our company promotes education by offering scholarships to the poor. Peter was promoted to general manager last week.
Pad.
衬垫、填塞。
There is a pad on every corner of the table so that you won't get hurt if you bump into one. The pillow is padded with duck feathers to make it extra soft.
Cinema.
电影院。
They are building a cinema in our town. I've been working too long. I need to go to the cinema tonight for a change.
Clay.
粘土。
My daughter made me a flower with clay.
Fence.
围起来。篱笆、栅栏。
The farmer fenced in all his cattle. I want to live in a house with white fences.
Garage.
车库、汽车修理厂。
My garage can only accommodate one car. I have to ride my motorcycle because my car is in the garage.
Fuel.
燃料。添加燃料。机器。
Your criticism will only add fuel to the fire. We're running out of gas, so we have to fuel up at the next gas station. Stop talking. Your remarks will only fuel Paul's anger.
Decorate.
装饰。
Ken decorated his bedroom with his favorite band's posters.
The small table was decorated with roses.
Decrease.
减少。
Decrease.
下降、减少。
Mary's fear decreased as she calmed down. The company has decreased the number of its staff members because of the recession. The birth rate in Taiwan has been on the decrease in recent years. There has been a decrease in the unemployment rate ever since the new policy was carried out.
Emotional.
感情激动的，情绪的。
My mom became emotional upon reading the card I sent her. A person with a high EQ usually gets along with other people well.
Lick.
甜，
My dog jumped onto the sofa and licked my face. Sammy wants to have a lick of my ice cream.
Nest.
巢，窝，
There's a bird's nest in the tree.
Element.
要素。
The book has all the elements of a good suspense novel. Unit 9. Bang.
发出砰的一声，猛然撞击，准确地。
The police officer heard a loud bang and quickly grabbed his gun. The angry man shut the door with a bang. The meeting went off with a bang. The little boy cried when he banged his head against the table. Equals, the little boy cried when he bumped his head against the table. Kelly always arrives at work bang on time.
Quote.
引用，引文。
The newspaper quoted the mayor as saying, 2 more parks will be built in this city next year. I like this famous quote, as you sow, so shall you reap.
Raw.
生的，未加工的。
Some vegetables can be eaten raw. Indonesia used to export a lot of raw materials to Japan, including rubber and timber.
Freeze.
结冰，凝固，停止。
The water froze on the road, making it dangerous to drive. The lake freezes in winter. It was so cold on the hilltop that I nearly froze to death. The struggling company is considering a pay freeze for its staff.
Freezer.
冷冻库，冷冻柜。
Put the beef in the freezer.
Freezing.
冷到快要结冰似的。
The freezing weather during the holiday kept most people indoors. It's freezing cold today. Water becomes ice when the temperature drops below the freezing point.
Frozen.
冷冻的。
Mom took the frozen fish from the freezer so it would defrost. The girl was frozen with fear at the sight of the bandit.
Request.
请求，要求。
My boss thought my report was too lengthy, so I had to cut it short at his request. For those who are interested in this investment, we have a lot of booklets on request. May we request the honor of your presence at our gathering? Since the holiday is drawing near, I request that the meeting should be put off until sometime next month.
Mental.
心理的。
Lucy is said to have some mental problems. She is a little bit weird.
Victim.
受害者。
Many teenagers fall victim to drugs. I hope there are no victims of racial discrimination in our company.
Republic.
共和国。
ROK stands for the Republic of Korea, which is commonly known as South Korea.
Opposite.
在的对面，相对的，相反的，相反的情形，在对面。
I live next to the bank opposite the train station.
Everyone says that Jane is a nice girl, but I hold the opposite view. I didn't mean to hurt you, quite the opposite. I was trying to help you. Ted finally told the woman sitting opposite to put out her cigarette.
Superior.
较优的，上等的，上级长官。
This car is far superior to that one in terms of comfort. Judy's winery stored a wide range of superior wines. Leary was fired for being rude to his superiors.
Inferior.
较差的，下属。
Confucius once said, "Do not make friends with those who are inferior to us." Kent is the kind of person who is nice to all of his inferiors.
Emergency.
紧急事件、紧急状况。
In Taiwan, in case of emergency, please dial 119. Because of the bad weather, the pilot had to make an emergency landing.
Creative.
有创造力的。
A creative advertisement requires intelligence and imagination. Mr. Brown is a creative and prolific writer.
Creature.
生物。
Humans are creatures of habit.
Creator.
创造者。
Walt Disney was the creator of Mickey Mouse.
Media.
媒体。
The political party accused the media of being biased.
Extreme.
极度的。极端。
You should handle the problem with extreme caution. Work and play are both important, but in either case, do not go to extremes.
Extremely.
极端地。非常地。
I was extremely happy upon hearing the good news. Street violence is an extremely common problem in big cities.
Plenty.
充分。富足。非常地。
There are plenty of activities to do on the beach during the summertime. In times of plenty, you should remember to save for a rainy day. There are plenty more fish in the sea. You can find someone better than your ex-boyfriend.
Wagon.
运货马车。
Tom plans to journey across America in a covered wagon.
Van.
箱型车。面包车。
I'm moving to my new apartment this Sunday. Would you lend me your van?
Dare.
胆敢。向。挑战。
I dare not tell my parents that I'm getting married soon. Though Jerry wants to ask Holly to the prom, he doesn't dare. I dare you to swim across the river.
Scholar.
学者。
The author of this book is also a famous scholar in his country.
Scholarship.
奖学金。
The intelligent young girl is studying at Harvard on a government scholarship.
Risk.
风险。冒。的风险。
Parents shouldn't run the risk of leaving their children alone.
The soldier risked his life trying to save his friend. Jane's father warns her not to risk traveling alone.
Loose.
宽松的。松脱的。不受控制的。
My brother likes to wear loose clothes and pants. The air crash took place because a screw on the plane's wing came loose. Minnie's dog is running loose in the park.
Persuade.
说服。
Try to persuade Jerry to apologize to the teacher. Could you persuade Kurt not to cancel the pop concert?
Cone.
圆锥体。
I set a warning cone behind the car to avoid further accidents.
Odd.
奇怪的。奇数的。不成对的。
Paul looks odd today. What's wrong with him? 1 and 3 are odd numbers, while 2 and 4 are even numbers. Maggie overslept and rushed to work this morning. She wasn't aware that she was wearing odd socks.
Breath.
呼吸。一丝。
I always take a deep breath before going on the stage. I could hardly catch my breath after trying to catch up with you. There is not a breath of wind here at all.
Breathe.
呼吸。
Breathe in, breathe out. Try to relax yourself. Upon hearing the good news, everyone breathed a sigh of relief.
Release.
释出。释放。发行。发布。
After 10 years in prison, the prisoner was released this morning. The authorities concerned have released the names of those killed in the crash. Simon's good behavior earned him early release from prison. Marilyn Manson's latest release again topped the charts.
Temper.
脾气。
I've never seen Victoria lose her temper.
Cotton.
棉。
All of our T-shirts are made of pure cotton.
Lily.
百合。
The lilies in the garden are in full bloom.
Straw.
稻草、吸管。
You look very charming when you wear that straw hat. The little boy used a straw to drink his juice. When the boss asked him to work overtime again, John said, "That's the last straw. I quit."
Flour.
面粉，撒面粉。
To make a cake, you need flour and eggs. Flour the bottom of the bowl before you put in the meat.
Tunnel.
隧道。
A tunnel is being built between the two cities.
Quit.
停止、解除、辞职。
Paula announced that she will quit show business next year. The old man quit smoking at last. I quit my job because I have to take care of my sick father. John no longer works here. He quit 2 years ago.
Intelligent.
聪明的。
Lisa is intelligent and hardworking, which is why all her teachers like her.
Exhibition.
展览会。
There will be an exhibition of modern sculpture next month. All the works of the artist are currently on exhibition at the gallery. Unit 10. Electronic.
电子的。
To our surprise, Penny plays the electronic organ very well.
Electricity.
电力。
This commuter train runs on electricity.
Shiny.
发亮的，有光泽的。
I found a shiny new coin on the ground and picked it up.
Palace.
皇宫。
Buckingham Palace is one of the Queen's 6 homes.
Rank.
等级、排名。
People from all ranks of society deserve equal treatment. Ever since he was found involved in a scandal, the leader has lost the support of the rank and file. When it comes to giving aid to countries in need, the U.S. ranks first. Equals, when it comes to giving aid to countries in need, the U.S. comes in first.
Rough.
粗糙的、粗略的、粗暴的、草图、粗鲁的。
Mom's hands are rough from hard work. This is just a rough translation and not ready to use. I have a rough idea of the proposal you came up with at the meeting. Michael is a man of little patience, and he is often rough on his children. When can I see the rough draft of the proposal? Be careful because this team likes to play rough.
Roughly.
约略地，大致上。
Nicole described roughly to me the planned course of action.
Entry.
入口。
The main entry to the stadium is across the road.
Proof.
证明。房的。
I wouldn't demand proof of loyalty from a friend. The judge required proof of what the defendant said. Most bank safes are proof against fire. Equals, most bank safes are fireproof.
Owe.
欠。归公。
You still owe me 1,000 NT dollars, and you seem to have forgotten it. I owe what I am to my parents. Equals, I attribute what I am to my parents.
Owing.
欠着的。未付清的。
Owing to poor management, the factory shut down 2 years after it was established.
You've paid most of the rent, but 1,000 NT is still owing.
Sin.
罪恶。犯罪。
In the eyes of my boss, wasting time is a sin. You have sinned and brought great shame on the family.
Navy.
海军。
Nancy's grandfather was in the Navy during the war.
Air Force.
空军。
The Air Force general was charged with bribery and corruption.
Violence.
暴力。猛烈。
You can't resort to violence just because you can't reason with someone. The violence of the storm was frightening.
Violent.
粗暴的。
Beethoven's father was a violent and dangerous man.
Violently.
激烈的。粗暴的。
All the villagers in this town violently objected to the proposed construction of a nuclear power plant. Parents should never treat their children violently.
Concert.
一致、协调、音乐会、演唱会。
We should work in concert with one another to improve the quality of our lives. The band is going to put on a concert this weekend.
Poll.
民意测验、做问卷调查。
A nationwide poll revealed different opinions among young voters. 2,000 people were polled about the upcoming election.
Survey.
调查、
Survey.
勘察。
According to a recent survey, the quality of life in Taiwan is deteriorating. The burglar surveyed the house before entering it.
Investigate.
调查、
The police are still investigating the case.
Automatic.
自动的。
Automatic cameras are getting more and more popular these days.
Automatically.
自动的。
The dishwasher will stop automatically when the dishes are clean. Equals, the dishwasher will stop on its own when the dishes are clean.
Bullet.
子弹。
The police fired a bullet at the thief as he ran away. I see some bullet holes in the wall. What happened here?
Ownership.
所有权。
Tom and John had a fight over the ownership of the land.
Similarity.
相似、相似之处。
There is little similarity between the two sisters. This city bears some similarity to San Francisco.
Relax.
使放松、使宽松、放松、休息。
Listening to music can help me relax. The rules are usually relaxed a bit around Christmas. Let's stop working and relax for a while.
Relaxed.
宽松的，觉得放松的。
School regulations have become more and more relaxed. I always feel relaxed around you.
Stir.
搅拌、骚动。
I stirred my coffee with a spoon. Behave yourself and don't stir up trouble. The war in Iraq has caused a stir around the world.
Territory.
地盘、区域、领土、属地。
It is not uncommon for dogs to fight over food and territory. Tom and Jerry formed a team to explore the territory around the South Pole. Guam is a territory of the U.S.
Sip.
啜饮。
The guy sitting at the bar sipping coffee is my boyfriend. Julie took a sip of her tea and went on reading.
Wisdom.
智慧。
Aristotle was a man of great wisdom.
Meanwhile.
同时。
I'll do the cooking. Meanwhile, you can do the laundry for me. Equals, I'll do the cooking. In the meanwhile, you can do the laundry for me.
Wheat.
小麦。
Flour is made from wheat.
Compete.
竞争。
No computer can compete with this one in terms of speed. There will be 50 basketball teams competing for the championship.
Ton.
吨，许多。
The truck weighs over 2 tons and cannot cross the bridge. Sherry's got tons of work to do, so she's not going to the movies with us tonight.
Pea.
豌豆。
My favorite dish is roast chicken with peas and vegetables.
Controller.
控制器、控制人员。
Please press the controller to turn the machine on. Flight traffic controllers track hundreds of planes in the air over the country every day.
County.
县、郡。
John grew up in Taichung County.
Awkward.
笨拙的，不熟练的，令人尴尬的。
Sue is quite awkward and falls over a lot.
I felt awkward when I saw my ex-boyfriend yesterday.
Talent.
天分，天才。
Mary has a talent for drawing. Equals, Mary is talented in drawing.
Talented.
有天分的。
The lack of talented people makes it hard for the government to carry out the project.
Shortly.
不久，立刻。
Mary successfully found a well-paid job shortly after she graduated from college.
Organize.
组织
Ted organized these workers into a union.
Pronounce.
发音宣布
How do you pronounce your last name? I now pronounce you man and wife.
Assume.
假定认为负起
Paul assumed that his girlfriend was joking when she said he was ugly. After his parents passed away, the boy assumed the burden of raising the family. Unit 11. Forever.
永远
After working 20 years in New York, John is planning on going back to his hometown in Minneapolis and staying there forever.
I'll love you forever and a day.
Temporary.
暂时的
The hunter made a temporary shelter out of branches. I'm teaching on a temporary basis for the time being, but I hope I can find a permanent job as a computer engineer.
Temporarily.
暂时地
After taking the medicine, Amber felt temporarily relieved.
Maid.
侍女
Having a butler, 3 maids, and 2 gardeners to take care of his needs, the millionaire leads a luxurious life.
Resist.
抗拒
How can you resist chocolate cake? Whenever I see some, I must have a piece. You can try to resist, but you know you can't ignore your deepest desire. I couldn't resist taking a look at that beautiful girl when she passed by. Equals, I couldn't help taking a look at that beautiful girl when she passed by. Equals, I couldn't help but take a look at that beautiful girl when she passed by.
Guidance.
指导
Under Coach Lee's guidance and leadership, I'm sure we'll win the contest.
Accurate.
精准的
Though the clock is old, it is still accurate. These figures are not accurate. I'm afraid you'll have to work them out again.
Sake.
理由缘故
For the sake of your health, you should break the habit of smoking immediately. Equals, for your health's sake, you should break the habit of smoking immediately. I hope Jerry has taken your advice for his own sake.
Toss.
扔直扔直直臂赌胜负
After reading the letter, David crumpled it up and tossed it into the fire. I tossed and turned in bed last night, wondering why my girlfriend would leave me. Paul threw an empty bottle in the trash can with a quick toss.
The venue of the contest was decided with a toss of a coin.
Reserve.
预定储备保护区
I'd like to reserve a room for 3 nights. Equals, I'd like to make a reservation for 3 nights. Equals, I'd like to book a room for 3 nights. You should keep some money in reserve for a rainy day. This area is a wildlife reserve and hunting is strictly prohibited.
Harbor.
港口窝藏庇护心怀
Hong Kong is a harbor city. Cindy is accused of harboring an escaped outlaw. Since quarreling with Tom last week, John has harbored a grudge against him.
Dock.
码头减少
The ships were all in dock before the typhoon approached. The boss threatened to dock Peter's salary if he was late again.
Trail.
跟踪拖小径
The policeman trailed the suspect to the house he lived in. Lucy walked down the stairs slowly, trailing a coat behind her. Equals, Lucy walked down the stairs slowly, tugging a coat behind her. The trail leads to a beautiful valley.
Faint.
头晕的微弱的晕倒昏厥
I didn't eat anything today, and I feel faint with hunger now. Patrick spoke in a very faint voice, so no one could hear him. I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. When I saw my favorite singer in person, I nearly fainted in excitement. Upon hearing the news, Jennifer fell into a faint.
Trace.
追踪 踪迹。
It isn't easy to trace your ancestors, especially your female relatives. The bank robber disappeared without a trace.
Steady.
稳定的，使稳定，稳定地，情侣。
It's hard to find a steady job these days. James leaned on the wall in order to steady himself. John is going steady with Mary, and they will probably get married one day. Tammy has been dating Chris for 6 months. He's her steady.
Steadily.
不断地，渐渐地。
With the breeze blowing steadily from the window, I couldn't help but fall asleep.
Stable.
稳定的。
The company is currently stable and doing well. Shortly after treatment, the patient was in stable condition.
Injury.
伤害，损坏。
It took 3 weeks for Sam to recover from his sports injury.
The sex scandal caused terrible injury to Jill's reputation.
Dealer.
业者，
Paul has made a lot of money as an antique dealer. A used car dealer is one who deals in used cars.
Trader.
交易商，业者。
Jane's husband is a diamond trader.
Admire.
欣赏，钦佩。
I admire Justin for his proficiency in English. Equals, I think highly of Justin for his proficiency in English.
Heel.
脚后跟，高跟鞋。修理，装鞋跟，紧跟。
With the enemy army hard on his heels, the soldier had no choice but to jump off the cliff. Walking gracefully in high heels is never an easy task. Jack took his old shoes to the shop to get them heeled. When you tell your dog to heel, you are telling it to come close to you.
Satisfactory.
令人满意的。
I couldn't get a satisfactory explanation for what had occurred.
Satisfactorily.
令人满意的。
The conference has been progressing satisfactorily so far.
Splash.
泼水，溅起水花，溅起的水花声。
The baby splashed water on her mother as her mother bathed her. The 2 children had a good time taking a bath and splashing about in the bathtub. Tammy jumped into the swimming pool with a splash. Rose's debut made a big splash on Broadway.
Impress.
使印象深刻，使铭记。
I was deeply impressed with the city's boulevard. The teacher impressed the importance of honesty upon the class.
Melt.
融化，融化，心软。
The sun melted the ice in the buckets before the party even started. The snow melted away soon after the sun rose. With a diversity of immigrants from across the world, the United States is properly called a big melting pot. Peter's heart melted when he saw tears rolling down his girlfriend's face.
Desirable.
适合的，妥当的，值得向往的，合意的。
That busy corner is a desirable place for a restaurant. Ted tried to seek a desirable alternative to make up for his wrongdoing. It is desirable that the report should be finished today.
Desire.
渴望，想要，欲望。
Everyone desires happiness. The article Nick wrote leaves nothing to be desired. Our educational system leaves much to be desired. Tom had a great desire for a sports car. Most of us have a desire to live as long as possible.
Badly.
拙劣地，差劲地，严重地，非常。
Kelly plays the piano very badly. Johnny fell down the steps and sprained his ankle badly. I need your advice badly. Equals, I'm badly in need of your advice.
Colony.
殖民地，一群同类且有组织的动物。
New York was originally a Dutch colony. I found a large colony of ants in the hole.
Efficient.
有效率的，
A boss likes nothing more than a faithful and efficient worker.
Inefficient.
无效率的，
The machine is inefficient. In addition, it consumes too much fuel.
Stale.
不新鲜的，无新意的，倦怠的。
The man left his wife when he found their marriage had gone stale. Professor Brown always tells stale jokes in class.
After 10 years at the company, Jack was becoming stale and lacking enthusiasm.
Ambassador.
大使。
Who is the Japanese ambassador to South Africa?
Alphabet.
字母。
There are 26 letters in the English alphabet.
Crab.
螃蟹。
A crab has 2 large claws.
Global.
全球的，全世界的。
This could become a global problem. Global warming is an issue which we can't pay too much attention to.
Foggy.
多雾的。
It's dangerous to drive on foggy days.
Dumb.
哑的，愚笨的。
People who can't speak used to be called dumb. Now we call them mute. The dumb thief left his fingerprints at the crime scene. Don't play dumb with me. I know what you did.
Pump.
抽取，灌注，帮浦。
We need to pump the water out of the basement. First of all, we need to pump up the balloons. The government has pumped millions of dollars into the health service. The gas pump is broken, so be careful with it.
Subtract.
减，
Subtract 5 from 10 and you'll get 5.
Minus.
减，零以下的，负数的。
6 minus 5 is 1. 6 minus 5 equals 1. The temperature is now minus 3 degrees.
Multiply.
乘，
If you multiply 5 by 2, you get 10. Equals, if you multiply 5 and 2, you get 10. Unit 12. Capture.
逮捕，获得，引起，逮捕。
Police have finally captured the leader of the criminal organization. The singer captured the audience's attention with her good looks and beautiful voice. J.K. Rowling captured the headlines shortly after the release of her novel, Harry Potter. The capture of the rebel leader is a great victory for the government troops.
Ambition.
野心，抱负。
Mike's ambition is to become the chess champion. A man with great ambition is more likely to succeed.
Rely.
依赖，信赖。
A happy marriage relies on mutual trust. I trust Steve very much. I know he is a man I can always rely on.
Reliable.
可信赖的。
The weather forecast is not always reliable, so you'd better carry an umbrella with you just in case.
Holy.
神圣的。
Nothing is holy for Paul. He only believes in money.
Survivor.
生还者。
No survivors were found in this airplane crash.
Wicked.
恶毒的，缺德的。
Snow White's wicked stepmother is very jealous of her stepdaughter's beauty. The wicked shopkeeper tried to rip off his customers whenever he got the chance.
Innocent.
清白的，无罪的，纯真的。
The suspect claimed to be innocent of the robbery, but no one believed him. I believe Susan is incapable of this crime because she is such an innocent girl.
Restrict.
限制，制止。
Hoping that she could eventually quit smoking, Mary started restricting her smoking to half a pack a day. Because of martial law, many activities are restricted.
Pause.
沉默，中断，停顿。
There was a long, embarrassing pause after Tommy asked a stupid question. Howard paused to think about his answer.
Darkness.
黑暗。
It's very dangerous to drive in such darkness without headlights. The power failure left the whole town in darkness.
Darken.
变暗，变得不乐观。
The theater room darkened, and then the film began. The loss of a big deal darkened the future of this company.
Fortune.
命运，运气，财富。
Frank always says it's his good fortune to work with so many brilliant and talented people here in this company. Uncle Peter made a small fortune selling hot dogs. What a superb bike! It must have cost you a fortune.
Remote.
偏僻的，久远的。
No gas station can be found in such a remote town. Aunt Susan is a remote relative of mine. There's not even a remote chance that Porter will pass the driving test. He's colorblind.
Assist.
帮助
I assist Mom in doing the housework on weekends. Equals, I help Mom do the housework on weekends. If everybody assists, the job will get done quickly.
Assistant.
助理助理的
The boss always hires attractive personal assistants. I was promoted to assistant manager last month.
Scatter.
撒使分散分散零星散布的东西
You can scatter some sand on the ice so you don't slip.
The strong wind scattered the leaves all around.
The mob began to scatter in all directions after riot police fired tear gas. There were no people in the square, just a scatter of birds.
Regional.
区域的局部的
Economic recession in these countries is partly caused by regional conflicts.
Zone.
地区将划作特殊地区
Louise volunteered to go to the war zone to report on the war. The land has been zoned for industrial use.
Grab.
抓取攫取抢夺
I grabbed a bite to eat this morning and then went to work. The criminal made a grab for the old woman's purse.
Grasp.
紧抓理解抓紧握
A man in a black suit grasped Paul by the arm and shook him violently, telling him to stay out of their business. Most readers found it hard to grasp the meaning of this poem. Kelly held her husband's hand in a tight grasp.
Horn.
角号角喇叭
Some goats have large and magnificent horns. Nicole drove off honking the horn and threatening to hit anyone who got in her way. I don't like Peter because he likes to blow his own horn most of the time.
Whistle.
口哨哨子吹口哨吹哨子
I knew Uncle George was around when I heard that tuneless whistle of his. The police officer blew his whistle and asked the crowd to leave immediately. Jimmy whistled at the beautiful girl, but was rewarded with a cold stare. The referee whistled and the game started.
Dine.
用餐
Who are you going to dine out with tonight?
Suburb.
郊区
Judy used to live in the suburbs of London. Equals, Judy used to live on the outskirts of London.
Urban.
都市的
I'd rather live in a rural area than in an urban area.
Strip.
移除剥除调带
We'll have to strip the posters off the wall before we start painting. The prisoner was stripped naked and beaten up. The children stripped off and jumped into the swimming pool. Nick was stripped of his scholarship after he was found cheating on the exam. Cut the meat into strips, please.
Graduate.
毕业
Graduate.
大学毕业生研究生的
Mary graduated in history from Yale University last year. Benjamin's father is a Cambridge graduate.
I am currently a graduate student at that university.
Coconut.
椰子
Coconut milk is an important ingredient of Thai cuisine.
Hesitate.
犹豫
Catherine is still hesitating about whether or not to marry Kevin. Should you have any problems, don't hesitate to call me.
Fist.
拳头用拳头打
The angry driver shook his fist at the slow-moving pedestrian. John fisted the wall in anger.
Wrist.
手腕
I sprained my wrist bowling.
Elbow.
手肘以肘推挤
Jenny hurt her elbow when playing tennis. I elbowed my way through the crowd and successfully got on the train. I tried to stop that guy, but he elbowed me out of the way.
Buzz.
嗡嗡地飞忙进忙出机器发出声响嗡嗡声
Bees were buzzing around the flowers in the garden. Reporters were buzzing around at the crime scene, trying to get more information about the case.
Steve pulled the car over when he heard something buzzing in the engine.
I had a bad sleep last night because of the buzz of mosquitoes. Give me a buzz if you need help.
Hum.
哼唱，嗡嗡声。
Jeff was humming a song while taking a shower. The annoying hum from the speakers almost drove me nuts.
Waterfall.
瀑布，
The boat went over the waterfall and no one survived.
Flood.
水灾，大批，淹没，涌入。
The flood ruined hundreds of houses and claimed 20 lives.
A flood of vehicles congests the streets of downtown at rush hour.
The storm left the whole area flooded. The area flooded often, so most residents moved out. The TV station was flooded with emails after the interview.
Cafeteria.
自助餐厅。
I've heard that the cafeteria over there has excellent food.
Dawn.
黎明，开端，开始明白。
The couple got up at dawn to watch the sunrise together. Since the dawn of history, man has been searching for immortality. When Carl lost that game, it dawned on him that he could never make it.
Bind.
绑，束缚。
I think you should bind the old papers into a bundle before putting them outside. The villagers bound the thief to a tree with a heavy rope.
Dishonest.
不诚实的。
I can see Tom has been doing things in a dishonest manner.
Operation.
操作、营运、手术。
Are you familiar with the operation of this machine? 3 doctors were performing an operation on the patient.
Crane.
起重机、鹤、升。
You have to get a license to operate a crane. I saw a crane spread its wings and take off gracefully. People craned their necks to see the accident scene as they passed by.
Basement.
地下室。
During the storm, everyone went to the basement for safety.
Bet.
打赌，敢肯定，打赌，下注，赌注。
I bet you Betty is still in the office. John bet all of his money on the black horse. The inexperienced gambler placed a bet on a horse that had no chance of winning.